Team. It's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with the Dream Team 1992 documentary part 3. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You don't subscribe to any of it, put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Human, I talk back. You guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. Oh my God!
On July 18th, 1992, with the Barcelona Olympics a week away, the U.S. men's basketball team headed overseas.
Straight back into the left, private room, follow our
They would hold several days of practice in Monte Carlo and play one more tune-up before heading to the Olympics. The luxurious setting on the Mediterranean Sea was fitting for what already may have been the world's most famous team.
Monte Carlo is one of those glamorous cities, and here we were with the most glamorous team ever. So it's kind of a rock star-ish kind of a thing.
I like that. I like how David and John Stockton matching, man.
The players were relaxed and confident, and willing to admit there was more to the trip than just basketball.
I don't worry about playing basketball. That comes natural. I just want to have fun. David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Michael Jordan. This is like spring break in the ghetto.
The opulent resort town was a playground waiting to be explored. And the players weren't shy about enjoying themselves.
Are y'all filming me? Now look.
The scene in Monte Carlo was great. It was just breathtaking. I was down on the beach, just kind of trying to enjoy some of the scenery.
I like some of the scenery. We know what scenery you talking about, Scotty.
Paradise.
I think every team in the NBA should train here, actually. They need to get a team here.
Every day we got back to practice, we made a beeline to the swimming pool because all those girls were laying out topless.
I'm going to be in that pool so much the next 2 days. I don't think I'm on the swimming team in Barcelona.
We're all out there with our significant others and all these women walking around topless coming, can I have an autograph? So I signed it, and Michael pops me and tells me, see, usually you tell everybody no, but because this lady is topless, you can sign her autograph. My wife looking at me like,
Best part
Michael cold-blooded for that, man.
I thought it was Patrick Ewing buying the beer at the pool. You know, $7 a beer, I never heard of that.
God,
of course, Patrick didn't drink, he didn't know how much beer was.
one thing you don't want to do is drink beer with Larry Bird. And Larry Bird drinks Budweiser, which Budweiser is the strongest beer in the world. And my head hurt for like 2 days.
They were used to being opponents, but Monte Carlo was proving to be the
I love how bonded they became, how much fun they had together. Like, it's just so fun to watch.
perfect place to find common ground.
I got the coach, that means we get to go first.
Michael Jordan enjoys his golf, as did Chuck Daly.
I got the coach with me, man. I got carte blanche, you know what I mean?
Michael and Chuck played almost every single day, if not every day.
Come off the hill. That may be green, Chuck.
Chuck was playing his practice schedule around our golf time. That to me was ideal. Play a little bit of basketball, play a little golf, and you're in Monte Carlo.
Yeah, I could bounce like a basketball.
The relationship that a head coach has with his main guy is incredibly important. Chuck's ability to get Michael is amazing because think of how bitter enemies they had to be. Chuck devised the defense that drove Jordan out of his mind. And yet, here they are playing golf together.
Jordan could really have unbelievably bad feelings towards Chuck. Chuck understood that, and he embraced them.
Chuck, yeah. I mean, I gotta give you that. I mean, I gotta give you that. You shoot 72. I watched that.
That was a bonding thing for me and Chuck. Always been a thing that I treasure just as much as being a part of the team.
I love that, man.
For Jordan, golf was only one part of the whirlwind schedule, which his teammates were discovering was just the way he liked it.
What are you doing today, Amstrad? What you gonna do? You wanna sleep? I remember thinking that. Does this guy ever sleep?
Golf.
36 holes. I'm playing it tomorrow, too.
He would do more things and be ready to practice and play as much as anybody.
And one.
The thing that I remember the most was going out and playing golf with Michael Jordan before a game. And I thought, and I'm going to be exhausted tonight. And Michael just had ridiculous energy and was phenomenal. I felt like I was running in quicksand a little bit. And so, it gave me a whole nother level of respect for kind of the freak of nature that he really is.
We have to play the food, Jim.
We played cards in Magic's room till 5 o'clock in the morning pretty much every night. And it was so much fun.
Right, homie?
Yeah, I'm tired.
He's like a bionic guy. He'd play cards, play golf, play basketball.
Jordan going all the way.
I don't know when he ever slept. Finally, after a ball game, he was just lying down. And I looked at him, I said, I think that's the first time he's gone to sleep on the whole trip.
Mike said, I don't need sleep. Mike just having a great time. Just loving everything. He get to play golf, get to play cards, get to play basketball. Mike said, I'm in paradise. What I want to sleep for? It's too much things to do.
After a few days in Monte Carlo, the players returned to the court for an exhibition against the French national team.
Everybody had their eyes on one team. You could feel that it was just such talent, such incredible skill, and it was just such a pleasure to watch.
The Americans won the game easily, even if their performance was far short of seamless.
It wasn't a great game. A lot of sloppy passing. I didn't like any of it.
It was a terrible game, and U.S. looked half interested. And so Chuck kind of the next morning in Monte Carlo, even though everybody was a little hungover and tired, had to really kick their butt.
Chuck says, okay, this is what's going to happen. We're going to play it like a real game. We're going to play 4 quarters.
We had me, Scotty, Mullins, Bird, and Patrick. And Magic had his 5. We weren't going to change that team at no point in time. You got your 5, I got my 5.
We gave them the college guy. You can have Christian Laettner. We don't want him. You can have him.
He's just over there waiting to tag in. But it was about pride. And the college kid couldn't help either one of the teams.
Michael Jordan called Clyde out and went at him. Tell him, this is what I'm going to do to you. Fall away jumper, good. What did I tell you? I said, no, Clyde, you better get him back. You better get him back. Charles Barkley said, I want to take Karl Malone now. So Charles gets it, fall away jumper, good. I said, Carl, you got to get him back. You better go down there and get him back. Carl went right at him, jump shot. You ain't nothing, Barkley. So then I came down.
I came down. Bro, I feel like they need to get a Magic Johnson reading like children's books or something. And they need to turn that into some kind of business, bro. Because I feel like kids would be so entertained. Adults would be entertained. Hey, the way Magic telling these stories. You better not, Carl. You got to get him back. You got to get him. I come down. I love Magic Johnson, bro.
I came down.
His energy is real high. He feels like he's in an opportunity to prove himself.
Showcase
that. Hey, look, I'm still Magic Johnson. I still dominate this game.
That's all right. That's all right. We go from here.
Magic was saying, you ain't the guy, and we got other players in this gym.
Don't be cheating on me.
Doesn't take much to get Michael going. There's something to tweak him, and it's on.
That monster. Oh my God, bro.
Mike always got that look.
That's disgusting.
When you see that look, then you know just get him the damn ball and get out the way.
As much as it was 5-on-5, you could see in Monte Carlo that it was gravitating towards, okay, Michael and Magic.
Magic was hesitant to surrender his place on the mountaintop. And Michael, being Michael, he needed to say, no, I'm on the top of the mountain now.
Magic was saying, look, NBA's not yours yet. You know, I'm still here. Michael's like, no, it's over. This is mine. And the funny thing was Larry was sitting on the side going, it's his.
Chuck. Larry laid down on the side, back playing. He said, nah, Magic, we had our time. We had our run, and we had a great run. But that young man, Michael, this his league now. This his league to do what he want with now. But we had a good run. I love it.
Realized the competition aspect was getting a little bit too high.
Killing everybody on our squad.
He wanted to end practice, but Magic didn't want to end because he wanted to keep playing because we just kicked his ass.
How you like that ass kicking we gave y'all?
No. Come on now.
Well, y'all got the first quarter of practice.
By the time practice was over, even Magic had to acknowledge basketball's landscape had been changed forever.
Larry and I were talking, and Michael walks in, and he says, "It's a new sheriff in town." And we both hit each other like, well, he's not lying.
I love that.
Monte Carlo was kind of a turning point. Walls started to come down from, you know, when you're playing against each other, you have these rivalries. These are my teammates now. They're guys that, you know, that I'm looking towards for support. It seemed like we became more friends than anything else.
The players were off to Barcelona, headed to the Olympics, unmistakably as a team.
Patrick knocked out, boy.
The United States men's basketball team landed in Barcelona for the Olympics on July 24, 1992. In store was an experience unlike anything they or the sports world had ever seen.
The plane landing in Barcelona, helicopters flying over it.
We're thinking, wow, what is all the commotion? What happened? And then we figured out they were there for us.
That was the first time that we realized how popular and how enormous this thing was.
That's crazy.
I was like, guys, if we lose, it's gonna be like the biggest upset in sports history.
Barkley was right. There was no margin for error. A reality the rest of the team openly accepted in their first press conference in Spain.
I know I'm really afraid to fail because I can't go back home if we don't win the gold. Even though from a little small place in Summerfield, those 250 people there said, I can't come back.
Barkley, meanwhile, handled an endless barrage of questions as only he could.
How did you feel in 1972 when the Soviet Union beat the United States in that wild game?
Well, I had just flunked my entrance exam in the kindergarten, so that was the only thing.
Everybody that has ever been in front of a camera, we tend to not say certain things.
Why don't they just take their ass whooping like people and go home?
Barkley says things that we would think about and never say.
We're gonna have a little revenge in our hearts for 72 and 88. David, well, he can't say that because he's a Christian, but
He said, man, you don't talk honestly enough to the media. You need to tell them what you're really thinking. I said, Charles, you talk too much to the media. You need to stop telling them everything you're thinking.
And when Charles was asked about the...
Charles said, I ain't got no filter. You ask me a question, I'm going to answer you. Ask me whatever you want, and I'm going to answer it very honestly. Yeah, Charles built different when it comes to that media.
team's first opponent, his prediction was as honest as ever.
I don't know anything about Angola, but Angola's in trouble, I think.
Just moments ago, the Dream Team boarded the bus outside their hotel along the Ramblas. They're heading for their first matchup in Barcelona with the Angolans.
I can remember the first game, the real game, when we came out of the locker room and stepped on the court. And I finally said to myself, I can't believe this, I'm here.
That's crazy.
At that point,
Crazy.
we were in serious Olympic mode.
This actually may be the biggest mismatch of the entire Olympics. Barkley off a beautiful feed from Mullen, and he drew the foul. Magic right to the U.S. with a 46-1 run.
God dang, he said 46-1. Oh my God.
It was just a tremendous atmosphere because there was an appreciation for how great the U.S. players were.
Jeez.
After the first half,
64-16.
Barkley's pregame prediction appeared dead on. But in the second, Charles found some trouble.
I had the players in Angola who play against Charles Barkley. They told us there's no a kid, a fat boy, is many aggressive in the paint.
Rebound Barkley. Rebound Barkley. And he's fouled.
God dang.
Shucks, David Neal. Well, Charles getting a bit aggressive.
I thought they were playing dirty. And I told old boy, I don't even know if he understood. I said, hey man, ease up on the elbows.
Barkley from Pippen.
I let it go twice.
You can see the frustration with Barkley.
And the next time I just cracked him.
Barkley from Pippen.
God dang.
A technical foul has been called on Barkley.
To his dying day, Charles claims the guy elbowed him 3 times. I said, Charles, you know, you're full of crap.
No, it's not true.
Jeez.
I didn't elbow Barkley before the incident.
People always say, turn the other cheek. If you turn the other cheek up, I'm gonna hit you another cheek too.
Don't do it, Charles. The guy is half your size, but you know Charles was an equal opportunity abuser.
Did not think it was a friendly elbow.
God, Charles could have caved his chest in, man.
That's the same guy that just asked you for an autograph, Charles. I mean, you think he's not intimidated?
I think he's acting like a bullying, but maybe it's from his personality.
The United States has defeated Angola by the score of 116-48.
My Lord.
The game may have ended in a rout, but afterwards, the result was overshadowed by the controversy.
Well stood the elbow.
Well, he hit me, I hit him. That's the way it is.
Charles made you look like the ugly Americans, which we were trying not to do.
We said to Charles, look, man, you're a reflection of all of us. So if you do it, they're not going to write the article that Charles Barkley did. They're going to say the dream team.
Barkley had stained a dream debut for the Americans. But in their next game against Croatia, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan grabbed the spotlight, with the focus on their matchup with one of Europe's best players, Tony Kukoc.
Major storyline that carries into this game involves Tony Kukoc, second-round pick of the Chicago Bulls back in 1989. The Bulls made a strong push to sign him last season.
At that time, general managers in the league were trying to come up with gems, you know, make their discoveries overseas. And Krause thought this guy could play in the NBA.
While Jordan and Pippen had been winning back-to-back titles, Chicago GM Jerry Krause had been publicly wooing Kukoc to join the Bulls.
Krause was recruiting this guy and talking how great he was. You know, that's like a father who has all his kids and now he sees another kid that he loves more than he loves his own. So we were not playing against Tony Kukoc. We were playing against Jerry Krause in a Croatian uniform.
But unfortunately for the real Tony Kukoc, he was now the target of the world's 2 best defensive players.
They was debating who was going to guard him. No, I got it. No, I got it.
I'm looking at Michael and Scottie, and they're ready for, like, blood. Like, man.
We knew the world was going to be watching. We knew everyone wanted to see what Tony Kukoc was like, and we were going to give him the worst experience he ever had in basketball.
Pippen drew the initial assignment of shadowing Kukoc and harassed the Croatian from the opening whistle.
It was hard to run across the half-court basketball. And with the ball, it was just go here. Somebody else get it.
He said, I couldn't even get past that court without the basketball. Much less giving me the ball. I don't even want the. When I get the ball, it's much worse. I don't even want the ball no more. I'm just going to be a decoy out here at this point.
And with the ball, it was just here. Somebody else get it.
Tony definitely wasn't getting a shot up, and he wasn't going to score.
Kukoc is nothing for 4, and he's contributed nothing.
Oh, my Lord.
We wanted to go guard him on the bench.
Kukoc is called for the offensive foul, and the pressure continues.
And after Pippen wore Kukoc down, it was Jordan's turn.
Kukoc, stolen by Jordan. He reads it better than anyone. Slam dunk.
Them dudes were all over him.
Give me that.
Kukoc, here's a 3-on-2. Pippen.
Oh, that was nice.
I had question from my teammates during the game, like, what is going on? Do you not see that they're really trying to get you off the court? And we're like, so what? I guess that's how NBA game is played.
Jordan and the Americans cruised to another victory. This one by 38 points. But the domination had its detractors.
This team of All-Stars is almost too good. Is it a positive or a negative?
The question was now being asked, was the Dream Team too great for its own good?
I don't
This
think
team
so.
of All-Stars.
We're going to go ahead and stop it right there, man. I love this. I absolutely love this, bro. This is pure entertainment. Getting to watch these players and these stories being told about them. Dude, it's just great. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon and drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. I got social media, Patreon, all up top. You want to subscribe to any of it, put all the links in the description. All you got to do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy D Neal. Out.